Hi and welcome, it's Ruth here at Artful Stampin with another Christmas Stampathon. It is March's challenge, and so we're saying please could you make something with paper flowers. So the idea is that you could probably make something like a topper, which is kind of what I'm going to do here. That can be used either for labels, putting tags on bags, or putting onto a card, or decorating a gift wrap present, whatever. But basically make it out of paper flowers. So I'm hoping you guys are going to enjoy this challenge for this month. Thank you everybody who's taken part so far. It's so great to see all your designs and how you've been inspired by the challenges each month. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, then make your way over to the Christmas Stampathon Facebook group, and you can post then there what you create. Right, so I'm going to be making 4 tags, stroke, toppers, stroke, whatever you want to call it. For me to kind of decide perhaps later on what I'm going to do with it. I might show you how to do a tag with one of them so that you can kind of see how it looks with ribbon. I've already pre-cut some designer series paper here. This is from the Dragonfly suite. And I know it's a bit unusual for Christmas, but we don't have lots of Christmas papers to choose from at the moment, so it's also good to show you that you don't have to use traditionally Christmas papers. So I've got a stamp set here. It's called Itty Bitty Christmas, and in this one it's got Blessed Christmas Wishes. Now very soon we'll be finding out whether or not this stamp set is staying. So it's one of those where it might be a kind of get it while you can type thing. And I'm just repeat stamping this on areas of the tags because I just wanted some kind of texture on there, and then I'm going to be sticking some flowers down. So I'm trying to make sure that the words are readable on some area of them. So let's separate those out and see. Yeah, I think that's okay. I'm happy with that. Might just do one across here. There we go. And then I have already cut out lots of flowers, as you can see, from the Pierced Blooms dies, which I know has been making quite an appearance recently, but it is just so gorgeous. And I've also cut out some scalloped rectangles. Now I do need to remind myself what set that was from. It's from this one here called Stitched So Sweetly. So there's a bit of a stitch theme going on at the moment. I think it's kind of quite on trend. So we've got those stitched lines there. How fab is that? So these are going to then get stuck onto those. So I think I'll probably just make one of these in front of you and then make the rest and then come back and show you what I've done. So we've got some fabulous flowers, got some gorgeous leaves, and I cut them out of various, well, I actually, these are doubles, this is double-sided paper. One side is yellow and one side's purple. So when I ran it through the machine, I actually just folded the paper in half and then cut out 2 lots in one go. And that seemed to work. So, you know, saved a little bit of time there by cutting out 2 layers. And I know some of you might think, oh, can a machine take that? My reasoning is that if it can cope with a piece of cardstock, then it can cope with 2 sheets of designer series paper, because 2 sheets of designer series paper is not far off the thickness of cardstock. So there you have it. Okay, I'm going to use some dimensionals now as well, because I like to have a bit of 3D on these. This is so easy just to put together, and what you could do is perhaps spend some time cutting out a whole load and then, you know, get a tray, sit in front of the telly or listen to some music and just assemble. It's not going to take that long to do at all. Now I actually cut these out possibly to do some another sentiment, which I may or may not use. I'll see how I go. And can you see how I also cut out with some of the glimmer paper? I cut out some small flowers just to add a little bit of pizzazz to my designs. So this green as well, the green leaves, they were cut out of that same, I think it's called Dandy Garden, that paper. It's got all kinds of things printed on it, but I just like to cut the flowers out of them to create a bit of interesting texture. So I've glued that one down, so I'm going to actually put a dimension on this just to pop that up a little bit. And I think that's pretty much it for this one. So I'm going to stick that down and think about the next ones. So that green scallop just creates a really lovely border. Oh, that one's not wanting to stick. I'm going to have to hold that down a bit harder. Okay, so there we go. Pretty easy, hey? Now that was much quicker than I thought it was going to be, so I think I might just go ahead and do a few more. I'm wondering whether to have this, use this as a bit of a focal point on this one. Let's get on and stick that down. See, that was me thinking this was going to take forever, so I may as well show you a different way of compiling the flowers. So we've got this bright yellow here. Now I do think this clashes a little bit with the yellow in the background, so I'm going to make sure that there's lots of kind of green around it so that the yellow really shows up. I'm going to use these smaller leaves, so put that one there. I'm giving these a little bit of a pinch with my fingers because I don't like them to be too flat. Oh, I'm running out of those little ones. Oh, I might swap that one out then. Put that one there. That one there. Right, there we go. You see how that shows up a little bit more now. It's got the green around it. So a little bit of glue. And 3-dimensional for the middle. That's going to show up nicely. It's got that lovely contrast of the, this is Blackberry Bliss on here. And then we've also got these different kind of centres. Got this one here. So many years ago I got into selling toppers on eBay. So they hold a little, do a little place in my heart. Okay, so let's punch a hole in this and put some nice ribbon on it. To grab my faithful old crocodile and punch a hole in that because I want to show you what this would look like with some nice ribbons. So I've got the twine that actually goes with that suite, and I'm going to mix it with some softer textures. I've got the seam binding, or what they call it, crinkle seam binding ribbon. And also a piece of baker's twine here, and I love combining different textures. It's so much fun. So let's see if I can poke this all through. See if this is going to work. So I'm going to poke that. Might need some help from tweezers, but I'm going to give it a good go. Oh no, it's fine. All goes through. And give that a wee bit of a pull. And there you have it. So that's one Christmas tag done. And I really enjoyed making tags last year for the Stampathon. I think one of the actual challenges was tags, and it was great to have some really beautiful ones to put on parcels and presents that I'd wrapped, you know, and quite simply wrapped presents, and then just put a really beautiful tag on it. And I think even my father commented on how detailed the tags were. That's nice, you know, they do get appreciated. It's a reason to send your gifts early so that people can appreciate the artistry that goes into your tag making. So, right, I'm popping that one there. And this time I'm going to do some leaves up here. We still want to be able to read those words, so there. And then to use up that glue that I've just squidged there, I'm going to pop that one on. And what else have we got here? I've got any other yellow ones? Oh, got this one. Oh, just looking for another purple centre, see if I've got one. Ah, there we go, there's one. It's really nice when you have a whole pile of flowers to be able to play around with, mixing and matching. Basically inventing flowers, it's kind of fun really. So, right, I think this will be the last one that I show you from start to finish. I'll come back and do the fourth one and show you what that looks like. So here's my final one, all done and put together. So there are all my 4. So the idea is that you do 4 of whatever you decide to do. It's basically to help you build up stock so that when it comes to sending out those gifts and cards and tags or whatever, you've got a bit of a stash. So please head over to the Christmas Stampathon Facebook page. The link will be in the description below. Join the fun, go and see what everyone else has been making, and do post your pictures underneath the post for the month. Okay, we try and keep a quite tidy board so that all the pictures can be seen easily. So there's myself, Ellen Woodbridge in Australia, there's Denise in the States, and Esther, and of course Shirley as well. And we'd all love to welcome you over there and see what you guys are going to create this month. Take care, guys, and you've got to the 24th of April to get your entries in before you get to see the new challenge for April. So see you later. Take care now. Bye.